What is going on, fam? How you guys doing? Welcome back to my channel. We got my boy Corey SCHERER.
What's up, y'all?
We got my boy Ace.
What up? What up?
Yo, tonight's a special night. I wasn't expecting this podcast, kind of random. Corey pulled up, gave him a fresh haircut.
Come on, I mean, let's take a moment to appreciate this real quick, okay? I mean, come on, dog. Always keeping me fresh, bro.
That's fire. Got the little fire emoji right there,
comment down below right now if Joey's the best barber in LA.
Tonight, we want to talk about some spooky things. I know most of my viewers love the whole spooky things, and who else more spookier than Corey? This guy's been to the spookiest places in the world.
We've been to a lot of spooky places.
We've been to a couple spooky places together.
But wait, I want to say something. Right before he started recording this, he goes, "Did you hear that knocking?"
Yeah, something was knocking on our glass.
And it just happened again.
No, it didn't.
I swear to God. I'm 100% sure.
Wait, that's actually a great question. Is this place haunted?
I honestly think it is.
We're sharing a mic, guys. I left my mic at home. But I kind of do think this place is haunted. I'll show you a video after this. Watch it on your alone time. It happened in that back room.
What? There's a back room?
Yeah, it happened in the back room. And yeah, unless you want me to show it now, you can have a live reaction.
Actually, is it insane? Is it worth watching right now?
Okay, no, leave it. I'm going to send it to you.
Oh, God, now I'm scared. Okay.
I want to see something. Corey, for some of our viewers that might not know what you do and who you are, why don't you specify a little bit on that?
Ooh, so I do social media. I've been ghost hunting on YouTube since like 2016-ish, but I grew up in a haunted house. So I was always investigating like at my house, literally on like my little Razor cell phone. Like, so I got my house haunted playing the Ouija board growing up, you know, classic, super fun, right? And I would have friends spend the night and I would get EVPs with like my Nokia or my Razor flip phone because I would put it in the hall. And I'd be like, watch, guys, I put this phone in the hallway. I'll get, you know, something talking because I would record audio. Put it in the hall, come back a minute later, come listen, and you just hear, help, we're coming.
Yeah.
I'm like 14 years old, not even like doing YouTube yet.
I know some of the stories you've told me, including the Shadow Man.
Oh, we don't got to talk about the Shadow Man.
And so, yeah, Corey has a history with, I'm going to ask you one question. What's the scariest place you've ever been to? That's a tough question, but.
Scariest place I've ever been to. Honestly, maybe the Sally house.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. Like, the Sally house was just super evil feeling. I hated it. Very negative. But then also the Poltergeist house. And gosh, where is that? In England, I think. I can't remember exactly where it is. But when I went to the Poltergeist house, that entire house, the spirit or the demon, the energy is the house. It's not just, you know, an entity that's, you know, walking around. Like, that thing possessed the entire house. And it was just every room I went in, every time I would sit and put my back against the wall, I'm like, oh, I can feel it. Yeah, it was a terrifying night.
So let me ask you one thing. So this has been a part of your life ever since you started encountering these things in your house that you grew up in. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So you never really had that skeptic stage, basically.
No.
Like ever since you were a kid.
No, yeah. I mean, dude, since I was a little kid, my mom grew up in a haunted house.
Oh.
Yeah, and so growing up hearing her stories, and actually she's the one that showed me like what a Ouija board was.
That's crazy.
Even still to this day, I swear my mom is like not scared of Ouija boards at all. She's just like, yeah, it's cool. And I'm like, no, Mom, you don't know what the Ouija board did to our old house.
Well, some people think it's a game, but it's way more than a game.
Yeah.
Like it's messed with me too sometimes.
Yeah. Like, it's cool whenever you're getting real answers or, you think you're getting real answers. But when you like leave that portal open or you talk to something too much and it gets attached to you and it kind of starts haunting your place, that's when it's like, oh,
that's when
this is real.
This is real.
Do you want to know something crazy?
What?
I don't know if I've ever talked about this, but when I was 16 or 17, my parents threw away the Ouija board. Like, we've had it for like 10, 15 years.
Which is a no-no, right? You got to burn it.
Yeah, you're supposed to burn it.
Supposed to, yeah.
So they threw it away. And months later, we found it back in our garage, like packed up.
Holy shit. I would have moved, bro.
Yeah. So to this day, I don't know if they did that to prank me or that's real.
Yo, that's so creepy.
I know.
Like, it creeps me out. Like, that
Yeah.
type of...
Classic Ouija board.
You know what else I realized recently? I feel like, I don't know if it's just me. I don't know. How do you guys feel about this? I feel like people that are like just spiritual, like overall, like if they're spiritual people in their everyday lives, I feel like they encounter these things more than just like a regular human, just like a regular human.
I completely.
How do you guys feel about that?
I agree. I think it's because you're more open and the spirits or the entities, whatever is out there, they can see. Like, okay, like if I interact with this human, like I might get a reaction back compared to this person that's just going to ignore me.
I agree too.
100%.
I feel...
I think that was like, I couldn't have said it better. Like, I think that's the best description.
I completely agree, because you can be like a non-believer and just like be totally blank about it.
Yep.
And then one day you can be a skeptic, and then one day things can change.
Yeah.
And you can start believing in your spiritual connection with the other side of life. It's scary, bro. Like, I don't know.
A lot of people say they'll be like, I watched this video of yours and then my house got haunted. Like, your video haunted.
Can you imagine?
So I have a theory. Honestly, I think it's either one of the two things. It's either A, you watch the video, you're now open to believing. So now any spirits that were around you are like, oh, okay, now
like
I can
portal.
mess with you. Yeah. Or this could be terrifying if it's true, but what if spirits can teleport like through a screen?
Manifest through a screen and end up in your living room or your bedroom?
Yeah, fun.
That sounds ideal.
That would suck.
No, in that case, I don't know. I feel like it's more what Corey said. I feel like at that point, it's kind of like once it's kind of like, you know, when when you don't know about something, like you're not really expecting anything out of it, but when you see it, then like your mind starts playing games with you. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, it might be true, but I feel like it's more mind games at that point.
Yeah.
I love the paranormal. I love everything about the haunted. I love being creeped out. Mm-hmm. Ever since I was young, I was always like, my mom thought I was crazy. She was like, what do you want for your Christmas? You want like roller skates? I'm like, no, take me to like a maze, like a haunted maze, or buy me a scary mask.
Really?
It's always, ever since I was young, I don't know. I don't know why.
Same though. I've always been upset. Like when I was 4 or 5, no, probably not 4. I'll probably say like 6. I saw the movie It. Terrifying, but I loved it. It was one of my favorite movies. And then same with Scream. I loved the movie Scream. And then every Halloween, I had to have the best, scariest costume.
Yeah, me too.
Dude, I would be like 13 on eBay. And I'm like, okay, where's the Scream mask that has the blood with the pump? You remember that?
Oh my God, the blood with the pump. I remember that. That's crazy, man.
Yep. I've always loved spooky.
Hey, hands down, Halloween has to be the best holiday, man. Like,
dude, I agree.
Like nothing comes even close. Like, it's just so different.
Halloween isn't what it used to be, though.
Oh,
It isn't. It isn't.
It isn't. I feel terrible. Like, I remember growing up and hundreds of kids, everyone's trick-or-treating. And then I'll hear now, because I still have, 2 younger little brothers and sisters, and they can't even, like, trick-or-treat.
Yeah,
like,
you got to take them to, like, a family member's house and knock on the door, get some
But even
candy.
their neighborhood, like, they live in, like, a nice neighborhood. No one's doing it.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
It's funny because, like, I remember when I was small, like, even my parents would be excited to be like, oh, let's go trick-or-treating. Like, I feel like sometimes even my parents were more excited than I was.
Yep.
And it's like, now it's like, it's one thing. The kids are like, scared to go trick-or-treat. But the parents are now scared to even take them trick-or-treating.
Yeah. Yeah, sucks.
It does suck, but what's a place you would never go back?
Ooh, somewhere that I would never go back. I don't like going to forests.
Yeah, okay.
Honestly, any location that's like been a forest, I hate it. And it's not because of the paranormal. It's because of like wolves and bears
Like
and
animals.
cats. That's what bro, we can actually get eaten, not just possessed.
Right?
I hate it. I hate it. What about you?
One place I'm like an outdoorsman guy.
No.
So if I have to film outside, like at night, I don't like it. I like to be in like buildings. Mm-hmm. It's scarier in buildings. Don't get me wrong. If I'm in like an abandoned hospital, it's scarier
Terrifying.
than being in a forest.
Yeah.
But the fact that there's animals and I don't know. I completely agree with you.
What was that cemetery that me and you went to together?
What was this? We went there yesterday. It was called the Lopez Canyon.
Something like Rose Hills, I believe.
Oh, was it Rose Hills? No. What was
I think it's near Rose Hills though, because there's a few over there with different names.
I just remembered Glen Haven Mortuary.
Glen Haven.
Glen Haven, that's right.
Dude, I remember when we went there, we were actually getting good evidence. And it's rare. Like, I try not to really investigate cemeteries just out of respect, but we were very respectful when we went there. We didn't do anything bad. But we left so fast because of a car. It was a car. This car was like stalking us and like slowly following us everywhere we went. And it wasn't security. Like, we tried talking to them and then they just like sped off, I remember. And then whenever we left, they made a circle, started following us. And it's like, sometimes that's scarier than the ghost hunting.
Yo, remember this? We went to the Colorado Bridge and we saw like 13. It was like a cult.
Yes.
Dressed in all black with hoodies.
All walking in a straight
all
line.
Walking. You have that
into the forest.
Yeah, into the forest.
Oh my. Yeah, and we were like, nah, we ain't ghost hunting tonight.
Yeah, that was crazy. But it's like 2:30 in the morning.
Bro, I don't know if you know the story, Corey, but there was this one time when me and Joey went to the Colorado Bridge, and I swear to God, I'm not even exaggerating. May God strike me if I am. We literally saw somebody climbing on the gate, because you know how recently they extended those gates,
like the fence.
Yeah, they expect, because to stop people from
climbing and jumping over.
Yeah, we saw somebody climbing.
No.
And Joey turned around, and he's like, "Hey, Ace, come here. Like, let's help this guy down."
So wait, do you think it was a real person, or do you think it was?
So let me get to that. I start running over there, and as soon as I turn around, and Joey turns around to look at the guy's gone, bro. Like, disappeared into thin air.
What?
And we had it on video, bro.
I'm 100% sure that was not a real person, because there was no incidents reported after that.
No.
Bro, I start running. I don't run. I'm a big guy. I don't run. And
were you under the bridge or were you up on the bridge?
Above.
No.
On the bridge. He was climbing. I'm like, yo. And I literally start running towards him. But over there is creepy. It's like, I don't even want to say this, but I'm on my YouTube channel. I'm on the Colorado Bridge, and 4 cops pull up and tell me to stop what I'm doing. I was recording. I'm like, what's going on? They're like, did you see the lady in green just jump?
What?
I'm like, what? I have that on camera. I have all the footage. It's on YouTube. I was like, what? But you know why? I don't know, man. It doesn't correlate, because I was like, did somebody just think what I didn't want to say it, but I'm like, did somebody just hurt themselves? And there was no incident report the next day either.
What?
But I have it all on camera.
Bro, I wish you could hit up those cops and be like, yo, tell me what happened after I left.
Hey, you know who I feel for the most? I remember, like, this was maybe like 6 or 7 years ago. They started building like this new housing community right under the bridge. I don't know if you know about that.
Yep.
And I remember it was a news article, and I'll never forget it, because I don't know, it just got stuck in my head. So they're interviewing this guy. He's like, yeah, man. He's like, I was outside. I was just like mowing my lawn. And all of a sudden, I hear like a squish sound. And I turn around and I see like somebody on my hood of my car.
No.
And I'm like, what? Like, it was just, I couldn't process it. And it was on the news.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Dude, that's insane.
That's crazy, sad.
I'm pretty sure he moved out.
That's crazy. I'm gonna stop talking about that kind of stuff, but it's super sad. Don't want to hit that, but
okay. But wait, so real back just to the lady in green. There was no report.
No report, bro.
Not and that was what you saw climbing as well.
No, that I didn't see. That you can see. I'm just like vlogging. I just get there.
Was it the same night?
No, different night.
Oh my God.
I'm like midway on the Colorado Bridge. I'm vlogging. And all you hear is like 4 cop cars come, and they literally stop. And they're like, hey, bud. I'm like, what's going on? They're like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm filming a video. What's going on? They're like, did you see the lady in green jump? I have that all on video, audio, everything. And I'm like, no, officer, I'm literally just got here like 5 minutes ago. I did not see anything. I didn't hear anything. And they're like, okay, be careful.
Oh my God. That's nuts, dude. I didn't know about that.
That was like a different type of scary. That's not like haunted scary. That's more like, yo, that's more like, this is insane scary. Anyways, I don't want to talk about that.
Going back to the original question when you said, you know, like what are the places that you would never go back to when you were asking Corey?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like to me it's more about like how much history does the place have? To me, I feel like obviously, I mean, it's common sense, but you know, the longer the history, the higher the chances of.
I got a question. Corey, would you sleep inside the Winchester Mystery House all by yourself?
No, no, never in a million years.
I don't even think you could fit, bro.
Dude, I would not. There's no way.
Bro, that house was insane. Like I wish they like let us like entirely split up. Oh, so we can have like the entire, even though they kind of did.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to be there like all by myself. Like I want to record myself, like them locking the doors and I'll see you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m.
Dude, as long as I have someone with me, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Because I just know the day that I do something completely by myself,
something
like
crazy
that
is gonna happen.
That's gonna be the day that I either come out of there with the best evidence of my entire life, or I'm gonna come out of there crazy.
Yeah, it's
like it's gonna mess me up what I see. It's gonna freak me out.
But like, there's been times where I've seen things, like you can't explain it on camera, bro. Like I've seen shadows. Oh, the camera didn't catch it. That doesn't mean I didn't see it.
Yeah, exactly.
There's voices that I hear. Camera doesn't catch it. Corey might not hear it. Ace might not hear it, but I heard it. You know, that's what's scary about it. They can, you know, it doesn't never make sense.
One thing I can say that, in a way, has kind of, I don't know how you see it. It might be a positive thing or a negative thing, but when you go to places like this, for all the viewers that don't know, you come out with all your senses like sharpened to the max. Like if you were sitting here right now and somebody dropped a needle like a mile away from it, you would probably hear it. Like,
oh yeah, dude.
Like literally, tell me if I'm wrong, bro. Like,
because you're anticipating, you're scared, your emotion, you're active, your brain cells are like, whoa, what was that? What was this?
That's why as soon as someone farts during an investigation, everyone knows. Everyone's like, wait, door? Nope. That was someone ripping ass.
Bro, we got to go to I want to go to like an abandoned prison or something, bro. Have you ever been to an abandoned prison?
Yeah, actually, last year, I believe it was in November or something, we were at a abandoned prison, and I actually saw like an apparition almost face to face with me for a good like second and half a second, and then it disappeared. And I was speechless for like 2 minutes because it's so different to me. Like when I see something when I'm a little kid, I've just been talking about it for like 10 plus years. But now being able to see kind of something similar seeing something similar that like what I saw when I was younger at 27 years old, I feel like it's more believable.
More validating,
yeah.
Right? Yeah, 100%.
Oh, yeah. Because like back then when you see something, you question yourself. Now you're like, what? I'm a 35-year-old man. If I saw something, I saw something. You know?
I fucking saw that.
You know, the boogeyman that lives under the bed or you know, that in the closet or whatever.
Exactly.
Everything started from something, you know?
Yeah.
I believe in 90% of these stories. You can't just create these things out of thin air, but
no, dude, and all this stuff like growing up, like you said, the boogeyman under the bed and there's something hiding in the closet. It probably is a spirit. It probably is. The amount of stories that I've heard in the past couple years of people saying, yeah, my son, he would say that he was seeing this man in the corner. And then after a year, I went through a photo book and he said, that's the man. And that was his blah, blah, blah family member that passed before he was born. I hear that so much.
Bro.
And it's just true. Little kids, they can see these spirits.
Bro, there's this TikTok of a young child sitting in a dark room by herself talking to somebody. And the mom is recording her maybe like 10 feet away. She's like literally they're playing like, and the mom's recording. I'm like, yo, if this happened in my family or in my household, I would have gone crazy.
Yeah, I'm pouring a bucket of water over there. Get some Jesus juice.
Bro, it was so freaky.
and like, yeah, these things, like, people think, oh yeah, we see it in movies all the time, right? But me personally, I know people that this has happened to, like, in their households, you know, or with their parents or whatever. Like, and it's not just a few; it's a lot of people that I personally know that, you know, see things, go through things in their life. Like,
Yeah.
You remember like old school days, like Ed and Lorraine Warren, like they used to perform like exorcisms on like people. We need somebody out. We need somebody like active now. We need some new Ed and Lorraine Warrens to.
Yeah, I know, but it's just like performing exorcisms. That's such an insane thing to do.
I would
Like, you
love
have
to-
to be. You really have to know what you're doing. Don't you have to get a license as
Yeah,
well?
it's I don't know who gives you the license, but
Yeah, maybe Zach Baggins. maybe we can buy a license from Zach.
there's like my cousin, actually, like, she kind of had something similar. It's not like the exorcisms that we're talking about, but it's kind of like more like a lighter approach to it. She claims it helped her, but it's not like the ones that Ed and Lorraine, and you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I know people that bless their house to get a spirit. I mean, they get a priest to come down and, to bless their house because their house is haunted and like super haunted. But yeah, I mean, I love the paranormal. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, same, dude. I'll love it forever.
always and forever.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Corey, man. I'm going to leave all of his socials down below. Make sure you check out Corey. Obviously, you guys know who Corey is. Sub to his channel. Go to his Instagram. Follow his Instagram. Follow him on TikTok. Yo, TikTok's massive. You're massive on TikTok.
Dude, it makes no sense to me how TikTok's like my most followed platform, and I post on TikTok like once every 4 months. Yo, but thanks for having me on the podcast,
Thanks for being on
boys.
the podcast. You're
Seriously.
the first guest, bro. First and best guest
Let's go.
on the podcast. And yeah.
I appreciate you coming on, bro. Especially, you know, thanks for always being humble, showing love, you know.
Of course.
That's, you know, it's really important. Nowadays, it's really rare, man. Like, it's so rare. People, you know how it is.
Yeah, especially LA.
So thank you again, brother. We appreciate it.
No, of course. You guys have always showed so much love to me, and we've done so many videos together.
Of course.
Yeah, this is fun.
And always will. See you guys on episode 2. Peace.